I met a gypsy.
The SMX thing is, I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like it was 3 weeks of really good racing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last track, it was too fast for passing. Like it just kind of didn't have anywhere where you could like slow down.
Yeah.
And like I feel like braking zones is
Yes.
what it's every form of motorsport.
Mm-hmm.
Braking zones is what brings passing. I don't even know where they would have been using the front brakes on that track, really.
Yeah.
So it's like it was a pretty cool track, but not great for passing.
Right.
But I think overall, great 3 weekends.
They nailed
of
it with the
racing.
Charlotte track. That track was good. Everyone thought you couldn't pass on it. You could.
Hayden could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet could.
Yeah, you could. Texas could have been better. The dirt ruined us, but I'm not hating on the Texas race. Like it was still a shitty track, like as
Yeah.
far as dirt. But
You don't know how, in Feld's defense and in Dirtworks' defense, that dirt looked good.
yeah,
You don't know what it's going to do the first time
Yeah.
you ever use dirt. So I feel like there's got to be a little bit of
It was 100
leniency
degrees
there.
outside, too.
It was also hot as fuck.
the fans were like, "Oh, you guys missed it by a week. It was 20 degrees cooler last week." Like,
Yeah.
dang,
Yeah.
Well, we missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what they need to do for SMX, I think they need to come up that Dirtworks should go to the goat farm, and then they should go to the Lawrence boys' place, and
Yeah.
they should go to Sandbox, and they should build some rhythms with the suspension that you guys have.
Yeah.
There should be like a communication between Dirtworks, the riders, and the mechanics.
Yeah.
Because the problem that, from what I could tell from being there and listening to the guys' feedback, is the problem is that you're trying to do both things. And Charlotte, for example, that rhythm section, if that was Supercross, everyone had Supercross suspension and it was like normal, everyone would have done that
Yep.
section the way that Eli and Hayden were.
Yep.
But because everyone's bikes were just so different,
Yeah.
it was like, if Jet Lawrence ain't doing something,
Yeah.
then there's something going on. You
I
know?
like how that adds to it, though. Like,
I
do you
did
want-
like that,
Yeah.
though.
Do you want your bike to work so you can hit this big rhythm, or do you want it to be a little softer so you can rip the outdoor section? Because if you have too stiff of a bike in a wide open outdoor section, it's going to be hard to hang on to and scary, and it's not going to work as well in the sand. But you're going to give up in the Supercross sections. But then again, there's no whoops, so
Yeah.
you can afford to run a little bit lighter. But I think a lot of people just ran Supercross.
Yeah, a lot of people were like fairly close, but I'm pretty sure that the Lawrence boys mustn't have had. I feel like their shock was softer.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of looked like to me.
I haven't really watched the 450s. Like, it's hard for me to have time to watch these races.
Dude,
Unless I put it on the airplane, I can't hardly watch it.
I bet.
Yeah, you get home from the race and you're like, "Do you want to watch this?"
Race that you were
Peacock?
just
And
at.
I put it on and fall asleep partway through because now you can catch up on your sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I wonder if there's a way where they come and they do some testing and they build some sections, and it's like the same way that rhythm sections are pretty standard in Supercross.
Yeah.
They kind of have like an SMX
Yeah,
type of rhythm section. You know what I mean?
like mellower. They said this weekend in Vegas, like the double quad, one of the back sides of the tables, they said was so steep, like it was a true Supercrossy section. Those guys were airing it out.
Dude, 4-4 through that was
Massive.
gnarly, eh?
It's so mad. And then like that tight turn, like real close turn afterwards, and then a stretch, a big outdoor double.
And then like the big, I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Like I think it is really
it was cool.
You know what else? Tyler Berman, his dad, actually was talking about the race, and he come up with the sickest idea. He said, imagine if they built like little scaffolding kind of bridges, and you know how they had the VIP section behind the
start
gate? Imagine if they had like a few of those, and you could like walk to different sections, because Vegas was kind of like an outdoor track,
Yeah.
in a sense that it really went over the back, and
Yeah.
there'd be times where like for 30 seconds the stadium's kind of quiet, you know,
Yeah.
and you don't really get to go to different parts of the track.
Yeah.
Imagine if you actually could, as a fan, like kind of do a lap
That would be
easily
cool.
around the track,
Like
you've
at
got-
Outdoor National, you can
exactly
move around, and
that's one of the best parts of it.
that is kind of a bummer about Supercross. Like you or SMX, you pick your seat and you're glued there. Like you can't move around. Like it would be cool to have that allow you to move around. SMX is that would allow for that to happen because it's so much different.
Yeah,
I
and
like-
you've got that space. Imagine if you could go from one side to the other. Dude, I'd walk
Yeah.
around the track.
I want to see the outdoor section. Like
Me too.
I'm stuck in the middle and I
Yep.
can't see any. I've just got my stopwatch and I know at a minute 15 I can see him for a second pop over here. If I don't see it, he's either down or he's made a mistake and he's a few seconds off. So that's the only way I can spot him is look at my stopwatch and then see him at the finish. Click. Like otherwise I can't keep up with the race.
Yeah.
You can sometimes see him on the big screens, but yeah, the viewing wasn't that good.
Yeah, so I think if they like moved, especially, I don't know what their plan is are they going to go to different stadiums? Are they going to standardize it so it's like we go to the same venues each year? Because if you went to the same venues, you could like invest in
Oh yeah.
that structure, you know what I mean? But if it's a little bit harder if
Yeah.
you're not. But that's like you go to an F1 race or you go like they've got those layouts that you can
Yeah.
kind
I
of snake
think-
your way through the track.
I like the way Charlotte works. That's a cool one. Texas didn't work. I liked the venue. Like I liked where we were at. It was really cool. But I want to go back in the stadium. Like last year was really cool. We had a Charlotte drag strip, Chicago Speedway, LA Coliseum. Like I think we need to incorporate a Coliseum or a stadium and something domed, like more supercrossy. Where was that? Wasn't there like an outdoor style race years ago, like in a stadium that Tim Geiger did it? And like Dungey, remember that one?
What?
It was in Europe. Was it in Europe? No, there was like
I
a
don't know.
motocross that was inside of a stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember Geiger threw down some heater lap. Like,
Wasn't that just like a Bercy or something like that?
yeah, I don't remember.
Because
where it
I
was.
remember there was like like a top 10 shootout type of thing, and Geiser just fully ripped
Yes,
it.
he's scrubbing everything. It was insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was one of those Euro races.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Geneva,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's cool. Maybe there's some tweaks that they make to it to where it's like, kind of becomes its own thing.
What do you think?
Because
about-
like you said, there was a lot of guys went out, so that tells me that there's like that it's not that safe yet.
half of them went out in Texas though, because that dirt was there's no grip. Like you can't really blame anyone there. That was bad.
That was Aussie conditions right there.
That was horrible, wasn't
It's
it?
like
That
an Adelaide Supercross.
Oh yeah, bone dry too. Yeah. Hey, what do you think of the point system in SMX?
I mean, I guess that they're just trying to come down to the last
Yeah.
race.
If you're trying to sell a series and you want it exciting to the last moto, that's how you do it. But if you don't have someone as dominant, like let's go back to the 450 class. If it was like that close like that and it wasn't triple points at the end, say double points, it'd still be exciting. Like Hayden won 5 motos and we still had to do really good in the final moto to win this thing.
Yeah.
And I see where they're coming from, like wanting it exciting, but
Yeah, triple
Oh.
points seems excessive.
yeah, like someone could have just had it out for Hayden and took it, like put him down, and 1-1-1-1-1-9.
DNF.
Yeah, you lose.
You're right, it's over,
Like,
yeah.
dude. So I think we need to change that a little bit. I don't know if you. I like the idea of double points, but maybe the final round there's super pole and they pay points for that, or another way to maybe like head to head, or another way to pay bonus points at the final round. But triple points is it's exciting, but I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I
It's
think-
a bit risky for. I guess it doesn't reward the right thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I like the idea of super pole. I think we need to bring that
For
to
sure,
to
bro.
Supercross. But if they don't want to do it in Supercross, try it out in SMX. Everyone's gonna love it.
Yeah.
This is your experimental series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Super Bowl
Yeah.
should be opening ceremonies.
Yes.
Like they mix those two things. They're already doing opening ceremonies.
Yep.
Let's just do it a little bit longer.
Yep.
And you introduce the 10th place guy.
Yep.
Or whoever. That's pretty much what they go back to,
Yeah.
right?
Top 10.
Top 10. Introduce the guy, have the video, fireworks, bang, the lap goes out, and then that's the opening for that guy.
Yeah.
9, bang, and then you have the
Yeah.
guy with the Super Bowl, and for sure give points to it.
Yes.
100%. And then you're seeing, like, it's very hard to know when you're seeing everything a rider has
Yep.
on the track, and especially in like a 15-minute or a 20 minute main.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not doing quali laps.
No.
And it's like there's something sick about a full-blown quali lap. And even just being able to hear Tomac's bike on the track by itself,
Yes.
nothing else, like, dude, it would just be so sick.
He's so good. And, you know, you could do your opening ceremony. Like, the opening ceremonies right now, they ride out, they wave, they ride off. And then you'll get to see Cooper Webb, like, ride out, wave at the fans, and then do a heat race, and then you'll see him at the end of the night. Like, it would be so cool for everyone to be able to watch him do everything he's got.
Yeah.
It'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm fully all in on that. And 100% make it pay points.
Yep.
Like, you know, you get a point in F1 for fastest lap. And it's like that's important in the championship too, you know.
Yeah. That'd be so good. And then we could have more points available, and then maybe we could take 5 races out. So there's still the same amount of points available, but we're not racing every single weekend. But then again, you got to race every single weekend as a business. So, yeah, I want to take some races away.
I didn't know how much shit would get started by saying like that press conference.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone was over it.
Everyone wants races cut shorter, but
I just don't know how you do it. Like, because I understand the Feld side of it.
Yeah.
You know, like they did the NBC thing, and it's a lot of money.
Yes.
And then that money did go to there's a lot of money flowed to the riders, you know, like Roan's got a sick clip of one of the chicks from Gas telling Pierce that he won $250 and he was freaking out, you know, and it's like it was so sick to see the guys get paid that way. And even, you know, you got 3 dudes coming into that last round, one of them's winning $1 million. It's like the Lawrence brothers took $1.5 million home, and Hayden, like he said, it's not 500, it's like 800 by the end of it.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty sick.
And that's in 3 races. That's not counting the summer and counting Supercross. So everyone does get that opportunity. And even the guys that aren't your top guys, they're still making extra money. It's good because some guys need that. Like, they've been spending their money all year, especially if they're racing motocross. It's costing them a lot because they're not making as much during the summer, and they get to make that back. So now they're back out of the negative, and maybe they got some money now to go pay for a training facility or whatever they're going to do until Anaheim. Now they've got that money back in their pocket.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.